Boys and girls, year six, once again, welcome again for your creative arts lesson. Today, I want to dwell on one of the Kenyan indigenous Kenyan craft, and this is basketry technique. In my teaching today, I want to explain, to define what is basketry. And then I tell you in basketry how do we go, what kind of a technique it is. Basketry is the art of making containers and other items using flexible materials. And the word flexible means easy to bend and straighten. You can bend and straighten. That's the meaning of the word flexible. The opposite of flexible is stiff, stiff. So basketry is the art of making containers and other items using flexible materials. Shortly, in a short while, I'll be giving you the materials that you can use. Now, in basketry, I've just ended in my starting of the lesson that we use coil and stitch technique. So what is this technique we are calling coil and stitch? So first you coil and then you stitch to make item. Coil and stitch technique is the art of coiling materials and sticking them together using a needle and a thread. Boys and girls, coil and stitch technique, which is used in basketry in the process of making those containers, it is the art of coiling the materials and sticking them together using a needle and a thread. So after coiling them, those materials you're using, which are supposed to be flexible, you need to stick them together using a needle and a thread to build up your container. And now this brings us, there are two types of coils. There are two types of coils you do in basketry. One of them is plated coils and the other one is rolled, to roll, rolled coils, plated coils and rolled coils. Allow me now, boys and girls, I say something small, I discuss something small concerning those two methods of making the coils. One, plated coils are made by braiding strands to braid. The way girls are braiding their hair when they go to salon. Plated techniques, plated coils are made by braiding two or more strands to make a pattern that you would wish to make. And then rolled coils are made by rolling strands of a material together. You roll those strands of a material together. And remember these boys and girls, basketry is quite different from the weaving you undertook in year 5. Because number one, in weaving, the materials are interlaced vertically and horizontally. And remember also we said in weaving you have to use that frame known as a loom, or you can simply call it a dowel loom. And then you use the horizontal thread. Those are threads which run vertically. We call them warp threads. And those which run horizontally automatically, we say weft threads. So you can see, in basketry, you don't have such. And then, remember, in basketry, very key point, in basketry, one does not use a loom. Take it from me. In basketry, we do not use a loom, unlike in weaving. And then in coil and stitch technique, the materials are rolled in a circular manner to form, all form. And then they are stitched using a needle and a thread. Again, boys and girls, I've gone very slowly to analyze, to explain what is basketry. Remember, I started by saying we are exploring one of the indigenous Kenyan craft. And why do we call it indigenous? Because this technique of basketry has been there in decades. It has been there. Our great grandmothers, they used to make these containers. And these the containers, they were functional. They used to serve them during those many years ago. Forget about these materials, baskets we are buying from the shops, these containers we are buying, which have come with the modern society. So, boys and girls, kindly go to your